Bleep slonks gangweed bleep yup. Gangweed. Markiplier slonking gangweed. My greatest invention. Everyone should have equal access to gangweed. We won't let you taint us pure gangweeders. Before ABD, after society. Baltic gangweed. Big if true. This says a lot about society. Can we get a little bit of understanding of how things actually are, not really just about the idea of the world like that, please? Partaketh in the slonking, Lego Yoda doth. Layers of jerk, meta-ish. The state of free coochie. RLLY makes you think. Harry Potter is gangweed of 2. This is Sir FB leaping dope. Rock Chucker is a member of the NSDAP. Animals can rise up too. Bleep slonks gangweed bleep yup. New gangweeder. Slonk the Mary Jane kids. Hungarian, and a gamer. Be inclusive of gamers. So sad people of today will never respect gamers. Raised fist clown face. Found it. It's true, I was the bleep. Hoopcock. The government is the biggest criminal organization. Photographic evidence that we live in a society. Gangweed. Middle finger. This oppression will not stand. Sadly so true, they must oppress. Gangweed. The only statistic that matters. An innovation better than side text, reverse text. I drink from the bathwater of ideology. Folk at 195 are gangweeders! Exclamation mark. Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark. Joker, 2019. me to society. I hope you did in a fire! Exclamation mark. FNAF song reference smiling face smiling face. Gangweed on the left. Gamers rise up on the right. Blue Boot from XCOM Chimera Squad is a true gangweed gamer. Now can you OC? Filmic cinematic masterpiece. Robbed banks and other government establishments. Refused to discriminate any of his victims. Sought an end to hierarchies. What is a gangweed? Cringe Gen Z insults 90s kids culture. 90s kids will not stand for this oppression. 90s gangweeders rise up. Now you OC. Interesting title. Rejected again brothers. Veronica rejected B again fellow slonkers. She said she was talking to someone. Chad, it is time for me to slonk and accept my defeat. I will forever be a slonker rejected by society. Now you OC. We shall not be oppressed, we shall not be oppressed. Gangweed. In 1981. Party clown and aspiring stand-up comedian Arthur Fleck lives with his mother, Penny, in Gotham City. Frequently teased and made fun of, Arthur is despondent of Gotham's ambience, which is rife with crime and unemployment, leaving swathes of the population disenfranchised and impoverished. Arthur suffers from a medical disorder that causes him to laugh at uncomfortable and inappropriate times. He depends on social services for medication. After a gang of delinquents attacks Arthur in an alley, his co-worker, Randall, gives him a gun for protection. Arthur meets his neighbor, single mother Sophie DeMond, and invites her to his upcoming stand-up routine at a nightclub. While entertaining at a children's hospital, Arthur's gun falls out of his pocket, despite his claim that the gun is a prop for his shows. Randall states it's real and lies to management that Arthur bought the gun himself, and Arthur is fired. On the subway, still in his clown makeup, Arthur is beaten by 3 drunken Wayne Enterprises businessmen. He shoots 2 in self-defense and executes the 3rd. The killings are condemned by billionaire mayoral candidate Thomas Wayne, who calls those envious of more successful people clowns. Demonstrations against Gotham's rich begin, with protesters donning clown masks in Arthur's image. Funding cuts shutter the social service program, leaving Arthur without his medication. All this results in Arthur having a mental breakdown, leading him to knock on Sophie's door and passionately kiss her, leading to a budding relationship. Sophie attends Arthur's stand-up routine, which goes poorly. He laughs uncontrollably and has difficulty delivering his jokes. Popular talk show host Murray Franklin mocks Arthur by showing clips from the comedy routine on his show. Arthur intercepts a letter written by Penny to Thomas, alleging that he is Thomas's illegitimate son, and berates his mother for hiding the truth. Arthur goes to Wayne Manor, where he meets Thomas's young son Bruce, but flees after a scuffle with the family butler Alfred Pennyworth. Following a visit from 2 Gotham City Police Department detectives investigating Arthur's involvement in the train murders, Penny suffers a stroke and is hospitalized. At a public event, Arthur confronts Thomas, who tells him that Penny is delusional and not his biological mother. In denial, Arthur visits Arkham State Hospital and steals Penny's case file. The file says Penny adopted Arthur as a baby and allowed her abusive boyfriend to harm them both. However, Penny says that Thomas used his influence to fabricate the adoption to hide their affair. Distraught, Arthur returns home and enters Sophie's apartment unannounced. Frightened, Sophie tells him to leave and their previous encounters are revealed to be Arthur's delusions. The following day, Arthur smothers Penny with a pillow at the hospital. Arthur is invited to appear on Murray's show due to the unexpected popularity of his comedy routines clips. As he prepares, Arthur is visited by Randall and fellow ex-colleague Gary. Arthur brutally murders Randall but leaves Gary unharmed as he treated him well in the past. En route to the studio, Arthur is pursued by the two detectives onto a train filled with some of the clown protesters. One detective accidentally shoots a protester and incites a riot, allowing Arthur to escape. Before the show goes live, Arthur requests that Murray introduce him as Joker, a reference to Murray's previous mockery. Arthur walks out to applause, but starts telling morbid jokes, confesses to the train murders, and rants about how society abandons the downtrodden and mentally ill. When Murray criticizes him, Arthur begins acting more erratically. To everyone's shock, Arthur murders him and is arrested as riots break out across Gotham. One rioter corners the Wayne family in an alley and murders Thomas and his wife, Martha, sparing Bruce. Rioters in an ambulance crash into the police car carrying Arthur, freeing him. He dances to the cheers of the crowd. At Arkham, Arthur laughs to himself about a joke and tells his psychiatrist she would not understand it. He runs from an orderly, leaving a trail of bloodied footprints.